Welcome to a short introduction to Galaxy at QIB.
This is not a full Galaxy training, but rather a short overview of the instance that we have specifically at QIB, specifically mentioning a couple of tools that makes it special.
Galaxy is a user-friendly environment for running bioinformatics programs without the requirement of using the command line. It can be envisioned as a web-based laboratory bench for conducting in silico experiments, where every step is meticulously traced, annotated and recorded. Similar to a vigilant lab assistant, Galaxy prevents the inadvertent mixing of incompatible components, ensuring the integrity and accuracy of your research. It provides researchers with a seamless experience, simplifying the analytical process and enabling collaboration while offering a transparent and reproducible workflow. If you decide to use Galaxy for your bioinformatics analysis, you will use a service that is managed by Core Bioinformatics. All the software and databases are versioned, and this ensures a high reproducibility of your analysis. Moreover, you will join a community of thousands of researchers, and you will find a lot of training material online. Back in 2011, a paper correctly predicted how downstream analysis would have been requiring the majority of resources of a genomics project. Ironically, more than 10 years later, a lot of genomics projects are still planned, securing for data production the majority of resources in terms of time and people. Galaxy can help mitigating this problem. I usually split the downstream analysis into two major parts, the primary analysis and the data analysis. The input for the primary analysis are the raw reads produced by the sequencer. At this stage, the bioinformatician performs a massive data reduction, condensing the gigabytes of raw data into small numerical summaries. For example, for RNA-seq projects, you will get a table of raw counts of the transcript abundance for each gene for each sample out of all the reads produced by the sequencer. Galaxy can offer its best help during this stage. The data analysis starts from the summary produced during the data reduction and will explore it, test hypotheses on it, and produce visualizations. I would recommend to learn R, as that is the natural environment to perform this step. As mentioned several times, this is not a full Galaxy training, but we will focus on a specific aspect, that is the import of data from IRIDA into Galaxy. Check the official trainings website for Galaxy to find more tutorials, and you will find also public instances that you can try and practice on. As usual, if you want to learn more about our infrastructure, check the documentation we keep on our wiki. You will find not only information specific to our instance, but also links to Galaxy training that you can follow online. Our Galaxy server is available from galaxy.quorum.ac.uk, and you can log in with your usual NBI username and password. This is the typical web page. On the left, the list of tools and a search bar to find specific tools that you can use from Galaxy. In the middle, the main part where you can visualize datasets. And on the right, the history, that is sort of a log or lab notebook. You can create new histories and manage histories from that panel, as you can see from other tutorials. Your typical project will begin importing data. From the Get Data section, you will find some tools to import data from NCBI or other sources, and you have the Upload button to upload data from your local computer. These tools are usually available in every Galaxy instance, but in our case, we have a special tool that is Import from IRIDA. Search from IRIDA and click IRIDA server. You'll be redirected to the login, and then you will be able to select the project that you want to import. Select the samples of all of them that you want to import and add them to the cart. Finally, click on the cart to be able to import them back to Galaxy. When the process is done, a new item will show up in the history, that is the export from IRIDA. When it's orange is ongoing, when it's green, the import is finished. Your imported dataset can be now used as input of any tool that you want. For example, let's do some quality filtering using fastp. When you select a tool, the central pane will become the page to configure the tool itself. You can select the freshly imported dataset as input and then you can fine-tune all the parameters exposed to the web interface. For example, we can change the default parameter with more stringent quality filtering values. Of course, you need to check the manual of each tool that you want to use to understand the meaning of those parameters. All set, you can click Execute to send your job into the queue. You will see the new boxes in the history. They turn from gray to orange when they are starting execution, and eventually they will turn green when the execution is done. A handy tool that we have in the QIB Galaxy is the ability to export any item of your history into the HPC, where you can access the data either from Windows or Mac folders or from the HPC itself. After you select what you want to export and you execute the export, you will find the files in the incoming folder, and you can check our documentation on how to access that folder from your computer. In the HPC, you will find the files in /QIB/platforms/informatics/transfer/incoming/Galaxy staging, and then your email. When the export process is finished, you will find a file there. I briefly showed you how to run a single tool from the Tools palette, but you can create complex workflows combining multiple tools with ease using Galaxy. And we share a set of pipelines that you can access from shared data, workflows, and import them in your workspace. After importing it, you can run the workflow of any of your datasets. You can check our documentation to see which pipelines you can use.